Hello everyone. Welcome to the final episode of Kendra Card Challenge number 11. This will be the last 4 cards for this challenge, and I am still using Kraftin Kimmie Stamps products, which is a lovely Canadian company that I'm so proud to be able to showcase and help out as best as I can. Great stamps, awesome stencils. You can create some beautiful cards, and I hope that if you've been following along on the blog hop and these 3 videos that you've got some inspiration and you can see what is available from this company. I hope you do check them out as well as Kendra Card Challenge. Definitely go to the Facebook group and the website to get more information on this free challenge that is awesome, fun, and you can win prizes. So, starting off, I did this in the blog hop with the pineapples. I just dry embossed a piece of paper with one of the stencils from Kraftin Kimmie's, and then I just did a very quick yellow inking over top just to create some color. I wasn't worried about making it even. I like it dark and light all over the place. That is cut to be a perfect 5.5 by 4.25, and I just glue that to the base. And now I am going to start putting this card together, and I am going to actually follow the sketch exactly how it is meant to be. I haven't been doing that this whole series. I was actually being really inspired by the whole ocean theme that I was creating scenes, but yeah, I'm going to follow the sketch. And I'm using this fun yellow pattern paper. It really hurts not to use that pattern paper on the other side, that beautiful teal or turquoise, whatever color that is with the yellow. I love that paper so much, but it did not match the rest of the pattern paper that I was using, so I've been working with the yellow. I also have my pineapple that is directional. However, I am going to cover it up with that square and my image, and so you don't really notice that the pineapples are sideways. Honestly, I'm okay with that. It's not that bad. Like, it kind of looks like just a fun design because the pineapples are so muted on the paper that it doesn't annoy me. Now I'm just positioning my stamp. All the stamps in this whole series have been colored off camera just to speed up time. Of course, if you're ever interested in watching me color, and I know I do like watching people color, so if you are ever interested in me coloring, just put in the comments, let me know, and I can just have an episode of coloring. It's okay. I enjoy doing it, so just let me know. But all of it's done off camera just to help speed these videos up. And I just positioned him so that I knew where I could put my sentiment. And I've been using a lot, because there's a lot of layers, I am using a lot of scraps just to lift this up. And then now I am going to get ready and glue this down. And I don't need foam tape or anything because of those extra shimmies, I guess you can call them. This is a fun card. It's nice and yellow. It's not too flashy, nice and simple, perfect for one of your old friends that you can give this to. Of course, my cards haven't been blinged out. Oh, did I make a mistake? Looks like I made a tiny little mistake. Wow, that glue sets fast. They had no room for wiggle at all. That's okay. It doesn't matter if you rip it because I am going to be placing it pretty much right in the same spot. I think what happened was it just wasn't lined up perfectly for it to be balanced. But what I was saying is I haven't been blinging out my cards that much, but like, you can always do that afterwards. When you're ready to send it out, if you're more inspired later on, you can always add sequins, gems, glossy accents, whatever you'd like. Those could all be done later. And there we go. Card number 13. When I saw this sketch, and I don't know if it's just me, but you can see it there in the corner of the screen. It looks like it is a ginormous painting in a museum. And so that is what I kind of went with. Because I have my mammoth, I figured that the mammoth could be part of the exhibit of this museum. I didn't have any fuzzy rope or felt rope dies or anything, and I didn't feel like drawing one because I didn't want to take away from this cute design. But use your imagination and pretend you're standing behind a velvet rope and you're looking at an exhibit. That's all I can see when I look at this sketch. And so I'm just going to put a little scrap of, I think that's craft cardstock. I don't have it up like the sketch. I put it right down on the bottom to ground everything, to really give it that illusion that you're looking at a wall. And there's paintings and a mammoth. You may have to really stretch your imagination, but like I said, that's what I see. I am going to use my foam tape to prop this card up to give it some nice dimension. Not only is my sketch looking like an exhibit, just putting the white on white, it kind of gives that illusion of it being also an art piece. It's almost like we are going into many dimensions of art. Or maybe not. Oh well. Okay, so then I just added another little tree thing just to... I think I should have added a little more clusters, but I didn't want to make it too busy. But I was just kind of giving the mammoth a little scene. And then, because I didn't leave any room for the card, I'm going to stamp it on the inside, as I do when I forget or get carried away with a scene. And the sentiment is matching. It says, "Have a mammoth day." I don't know if I color this one in. I might keep it hollow. The font actually is hollow with one of the words, and so sometimes I've colored them in. Okay, card number 14, and we're getting down to the end, and there's some more of that pretty paper that I'm covering up. It's such a shame, but it is what it is. I will be following the sketch once again. I won't be using the ribbon though. I'm not a huge fan of ribbon. There's nothing wrong with it. I never gravitate towards it, and I find it takes time to put it together, and especially with all these layers, I think I'd have even more challenge trying to get it to stick down. I guess you could actually glue it behind an actual layer that's glued to the base. That would work, but oh well. No ribbon for me today. And there's my little banner. I'm not gonna glue it all the way down. I'm gonna kind of curl it just to have a little bit of dimension there. And I did cut a piece of yellow cardstock, and I put it on an angle because that panel is going to be crooked. It's going to actually be flat or straight, sorry, when it's all put down. At least that's what the goal is, because I want my caveman to be standing straight on top of that. So there we go. Lots of layers on this one. In this case, I'm going to bring out some foam tape. This is just some from scrapbook.com. And because there's so many layers, I was able to use one of these instead of multiple layers of scrap cardstock. There we go. There's my caveman. Once again, the caveman set is from Kraftin Kimmie Stamps. So definitely check them out. I'll put that in the description box below. And there's me going way heavy on the glue, as I always do. I don't know why I do that. It's just habit. But you definitely don't need that much glue. I'm fairly certain. Okay. I think that's it. Oh no, I gotta glue it to the base. But before I do that, I am going to add my sentiment. This way, if I make a mistake or drop it or whatnot, I can just grab a new card base. But perfect. To one of my oldest friends, I used that sentiment already, but I'm going to use it again. It's a good one, and it's perfectly stamped. There we go. I'm just going to glue this. It's perfect 5x5 or 5.5 by 4.25, and that card is complete. And now we are at the very last card. This time I am not going to ink my background. I'm going to keep it nice and white. I'm just going to let the pattern just do its work. You don't need it to have any attention, or like draw your attention. It's just subtle, and sometimes that's just really nice to have. It creates texture and doesn't take away from the design. Now I'm just gluing down my pieces, checking the monitor to make sure that I'm putting these in the right spot, because I do have my camera or my monitor with all the cards there, so I'm ready to just put them together. I find that helps me make these videos faster or process them faster when I don't have to rethink every step that I had already done when setting these cards up. Okay, I'll glue this. This is just some yellow cardstock from my stash that matched the pattern paper nicely. And it's measured, I believe, 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Kendra Cards, or the sketches from Kendra Card Challenge, does have a lot of all the dimension information listed. It's very small. Like if you look at the image sketch in the corner there, it's very hard to read. But if you print it out, I think it's a little bit more legible, but still a little small. But all the dimensions are there if you want to follow the sketch exactly. Oop, sometimes that happens. Luckily, my table is, so far, ink resistant. I haven't had any ink stick to it yet. So let's keep hoping that stays that way. And I'm just going to add a little bit of text or a little bit of scrap there just so that it's flush. I don't really actually need to worry about it because this particular cutout is using a really thick piece of cardstock. It wouldn't bend that noticeably. But it's good habit just to keep so that you always are ready to have scrap pieces to put behind so you can create your layers. It's one of the best ways of doing it because you have so many scraps all the time from crafting that it's sometimes better just to do that than waste it on foam. There we go. I'm going to keep this one very simple. Once again, I'm going to add the bling another time if I wish. There's other things you could have done was, for example, adding Love from Lizzie's peel-off stickers or just scrap pieces of paper to kind of separate each one of those blocks. But I kept it nice and simple. So that's it. I do hope you enjoyed these cards and all the others. If you have not seen them, there are 2 other videos plus the blog hop that shows a complete collection of 15 cards using stamps from Kraftin Kimmie's. I had a lot of fun creating these, and I hope you enjoyed the journey along the way. So until the next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you all later. Take care. Bye.